In today's video, we'll be making art with this needle, but we're not going to be painting or drawing. We're going to be sculpting. With this $4 Amazon craft kit, we're going to turn this hunk of wool into something so awesome, you're not going to believe your eyes. So keep watching to the end because it won't be what you're expecting. So let's get into it. Let's see what we have here.
We got some plastic, we got some cardboard. Okay. Let's just do a quick 360 and... Who's that? And why are they all cheeked up like that? Excuse me while I take a closer look. Alright, this is what the end result is supposed to look like and the instructions. Hopefully I can get it to look somewhat similar. It comes with a box in case you want to give it as a gift. And of course, the man himself.
Wow, you are looking really good today. Is there something different about you? Did you change your hair?
No. Oh, that's embarrassing. Anyway, these are the instructions. Blah, 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 blah. We have the needles and... Wait a minute, what is this? What is this? Is this a ribbon? Yes! Okay, enough of that. Now let's dive into this little baggie. And look, another little baggie. A littler baggie. I think these are his eyes and some chains. How grim. Let's keep going. So, about those instructions.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need them. I mean, did you see this guy? He's a mess. I need all the help I can get. These instructions came with a video tutorial, so I scanned it from my phone and this popped up. Hey little fella, I'm looking for the guy with the cactus on his head and the cheeks, you know, the cheeks in the back. Have you seen him? No? Okay then.
Keep your secrets.
I spent a while off camera looking for this little guy on this YouTube channel. I went back like 5 years and I still couldn't find anything. That is until now. Like right now, like as I'm doing a screen recording to tell you that I can't find it, here it is.
No!
Anyways, I couldn't find that one, so I used a random one. But that tutorial left me a little bit lost, so I'll have to rely mostly on the instructions. Before I begin, there is a section titled Special Notes, and these are basically tips and things to keep in mind about the project. I'm going to summarize, but here they are. Make the wool as tight as possible. Keep the needle inserted in the same direction. Tutorials are 1-to-1. Okay, so I don't know what they said, but I'm gonna infer. You have enough wool, don't take too much. Is that too much? What do I do about his eyes? How do I fix this? The instructions say to start with the flower pot first, and we're going for kind of a spherical shape. I'm starting off small, leaving some of the brown wool to the side because they said not to use too much wool at once. I'm trying to make the ball as tight and compact as possible. Since there's no more brown anywhere on this character, I assume they want me to use the whole thing. So I'm gonna take the remaining felt and wrap it around the ball. Still going for that circle shape, or should I call it a spheroid, as they put it. Either way, my shape was pretty off, but hey, not so bad for my very first time needle felting. And it feels really tight, but it also has a little bit of squeeze to it, so there should be some room for reshaping. Now let's move on to the body. Now, this is the step that confused me the most. The instructions state, fold the torn wool, poke a few times in front of it, and spread it on the cylinder, and stamp it tightly with a fine needle.
What?
Okay, let's start with tearing the wool. Wait a minute, do they mean horizontally or vertically? I have to go from this to this, so let's try horizontally. But it wasn't long before I needed that dang video again. Oh. Okay, that's looking better. I actually found a video that was similar to the video that I was supposed to follow. Don't ask me how I found it. But basically in that video, it told me to pull the wool apart and fold it in on itself. And then I'm left with this flap.
Wait a minute, is this the fleshiness? Now let's bring this old thing in. Remember this guy? Our very first needle felting project. I remember it like it was yesterday. Well, you're gonna want to close your eyes for this next part. But don't worry, I won't make you watch the whole thing. Here she is, back and as good as I can get her.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
But, I strategically used less felt. That way I can add it on later and get that nice, even coating. I also have some work to do around the edges.
What's that? What's that, brother?
This is bad. How do I fix this?
I spent the next few minutes trying to reshape it because mine was too round. It was more of a circle and I was looking for a spheroid. What even is a spheroid? Spheroid.
Wait a minute, this is a real thing?
To get a more accurate shape and get a more even coverage, I took small pieces of felt and spread them thinly across. I was really rough with that first layer because I wanted to make sure the needle went through both the orange and the brown felt, but with the top layer I pressed a lot lighter because I wanted it to come out smoother. Now, let's get on to the
Details.
If I were to mess up part of this craft, it would be this part. The only thing harder than sculpting a face out of felt is sculpting a tiny face made out of felt. All the pieces are just so tiny and my hands are so big. But I'm gonna start out small. I mean, what other choice do I have? Tearing up pieces of white felt and folding them into a ball. The plan is to make these small pieces even smaller. I'm on step 5, which is to make his mouth area. I don't really know what that's called, but it looks like this. So I'm gonna break this shape into 3 circles. Then add thin pieces of felt to connect the circles together. His little beard is quite plump. There's a lot of plump stuff about this guy. So I added a lot of torn up felt to that area. To make it stand out even more, I made sure to stab around the edges more to really give him that defined, voluptuous look. Now we're gonna work on the nose. I'm gonna start by tearing a really tiny piece of felt and rolling it into a thin string with my fingers. After that, I'm gonna roll it into a ball. I'm gonna place his nose at the top of that center circle and use the needle to spread the left and right side out. I'm trying to turn this circle into a triangle. I know he looks a little wonky and blind, but I'm actually really proud of how he's coming along.
I'm legally blind, I can see, barely.
Now let's try to give him a mouth. Taking another piece of black felt, I'm rolling it in my fingers again to create a thin string. Starting at the base of the nose, I'm gonna connect the nose to the mouth. Once that's secure, I'm going to open up both sides of the string, the left and the right, and secure those down as well. And cut off all that extra. Now that his mouth is oh, what? I think he's trying to say something. Go ahead, spit it out.
Help me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think that was the wind. It's so windy here. Let's work on the eyes. I thought the eyes would be the easiest, but of course, they were somehow the hardest.
I don't understand the eye. Gonna have to go back to this video.
The video told me to just stab holes in the eyes and then place the little sockets in. They also told me I could use glue to make sure they're secure, but I didn't want to. This kit was supposed to include everything I needed. Also, I didn't feel like getting up.
Do I keep doing it? I just keep doing it? I'll just keep trying.
But eventually I did get it. And that is the moral of today's video, guys. Just keep stabbing. Stab until your dreams come true. During your good times, stab. During your bad, stab. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. You can. I believe in you.
I got it.
I did the same thing to the other eye, and look how cute he turned out. He looks kind of angry, but he has been stabbed like 9 billion times. So let's move on to the ears. I had to go back to the instructions because, surprise, surprise, I was confused.
And 2 ears are made with a short needle. There are short needles and long needles?
I started out again with another basic shape, le triangle. Poking one side and then flipping it over to poke the other. These ears needed to be very firm and solid because they're supposed to be held up by themselves. Once I had one ear done, I checked the sizing and I couldn't get it any smaller, to be honest, so I just went with this size. Now the difficult part, making the other one the same size. I'm gonna be honest with you, I worked on this for a while and they are not the same size. Trust me, when I'm done with this guy, his ears are gonna be the last thing you're looking at. I attached his ears and we were almost done with the face. Let's just add some eyebrows and here he is. So cute. There was a really big part of me that wanted to stop here, but I couldn't. This man needs his ass. And who am I to deny his birthright? But first things first, let's start with the cactus. I tried. The cactus was one of the easier things to make. I basically just rolled it up and poked it a bunch of times. I used all the green fabric except for this tiny piece. I'm gonna use that to wrap around the cactus once I'm done, making it compact. Oh, hey there, buddy. I didn't see you there. You doing all right? Wind's really picking up, I think. Everybody look, the cactus is done. Maybe if you weren't so busy calling the police, you would have seen that I finished the cactus. But don't you worry, there is still more to do. On top of the cactus is a little baby flower. Aww. I'm gonna start by taking a bit of yellow wool and rolling up in a little ball so I can secure it to the top of the cactus. And I did the same thing for the petals. And yes, I did stab myself many times while doing this. Taste my own medicine, I suppose. With the flower secured tightly on top of the cactus, it's time to attach them both together. It's really coming together now. I'm really excited, but it's just missing one thing. Those cheeks. I can't believe I forgot to add these. All right, now let's see what's next. Take torn white hair to add on both sides of the ass.
Huh?
Booty was more important than food. Booty, having some booty was more important than drinking water, man.
Oh my gosh. Never in my life did I think I would add those elements to a video, but here we are. We're making ass. At this point, it's been a few hours and I'm not really reading the instructions. I'm mostly going off the pictures. Can't lie, I was super distracted by the ass. And so I did the unthinkable. I took the rest of the white wool and I made 2 cheeks. And I don't know, maybe I was hypnotized, but I was only focusing on how round and plump they looked. I didn't even realize until it was too late.
Oh no. I messed up.
I tried to fix it by making it more compact, hoping that it would become smaller. Then I tried to cover it up. I did my best trying to disguise all that good back there. After a bleak 20 minutes of needle felting tirelessly, I gave up and decided to finish him off with a little blush in the back. All in all, I can't say this needle felting project went exactly as planned, but I really liked the end result. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and if you enjoyed this video, here is a video I know you will like as well. Bye!